What?
Yo, we back. So, you guys want to have a duel?
Oh yeah.
You down with that? All right.
Let us duel.
Yeah. So I think what happens is
That poison was in.
yeah yeah yeah, just shove his face into the sand. There you go. So the soldiers come out, take away the ignored table of food, and I think the cook is very miffed at this. He's just like, no one even bothered to he took one apple, and as they're like,
yeah, he's just like grumbling. He's like, oh, I always do this.
Yeah. And so we get that scene, and then it's silent for a little while. As the tension starts to build, and the arena is empty, and now it's time
Can you guys
for.
hear me, or am I really quiet?
No, you're good now. Yeah. It sounds a lot better than you did before. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, before you were just a little bit overpowering, but.
Power overwhelming.
So yeah, there's silence as the crowd waits for the competitors to come out onto the battlefield. So Ayrees steps forward, unsheathes his sword, grabs a shield, and is standing at one end. Do you present yourself, Theo?
Of course, because I'm boss.
How do you present yourself?
And you're like, what am I wearing?
I mean, I'm assuming you're in your normal armor and whatnot, or I mean not armor, but
Yeah.
I don't think you actually have armor, but your gladiatorial gear.
She sounds.
Yeah.
Well, he's a dude, so.
No shield.
No shield,
Nope.
even though Ayrees has a shield.
Would that hurt me severely or just a little bit?
Let's see how much a shield gives you.
That's a good.
I mean, it depends on what kind of shield, but you have you'd have armor.
No, I mean if he had a shield and I didn't, how much would that hurt me?
I mean, he would have more defense, so you could you could hit him, but it wouldn't actually hit him because of his shield. Whereas as soon as he hits you, you have no dice for armor in any sense. So
You don't have any armor?
Tuesday succeeds in hitting me, right?
Ayrees doesn't have any armor either, so
Oh, good.
I'm just not gonna have a shield.
Okay.
Because I want to win like a boss.
Oh no, he does have armor. Oh wait. Oh no.
Does he really?
Yeah, he does.
Wait, does he have armor training?
Yep, he does.
Do you have armor training, Theo?
I don't think so.
Let's look, because this might go very, very badly for you.
Yeah.
So glad I'm not fighting this guy right now.
Yeah, you don't have armor training, so you definitely want to at least have a shield.
Okay, I'll have a shield.
I don't think Ayrees had armor when he came back. He was stripped down to the waist.
Yeah. Wait, what do you say?
When,
I said, yeah, I'll have a shield then.
when
and
Ayrees
that-
came back.
I was talking to David. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, can you hear me?
Sorry, Adam's mic is overpowering a little bit,
Oh, that's
so
okay.
I couldn't hear.
When Ayrees came back, he didn't
I'm
have.
back to normal mic now.
There you go. Awesome.
He didn't have any armor. He was stripped down to the waist and had a sword on his back. So did he put armor on?
Yep.
Or okay.
Yep.
Someone should just call him a pain.
I mean, so I think, so actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the duel would have been on Cantarius's terms, and so Cantarius, I'm assuming you set no armor as one of the terms. To be honest.
I mean, yeah, no, it's all about strength. Yeah, no armor, no shield.
Yeah.
That's what I would have said it as.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I think Ayrees must still just go by that rule then.
Or could be he comes with a shield and then I'm not wearing anything and then he just fine and then he takes it off.
No, I mean I think he was waiting to see if you had a shield because he knows you can use a shield. So he was waiting to see if you had a shield before before he has one. So he doesn't have one. Yeah. So you walk out how do you walk out? You're in your gladiatorial leather or whatever, right?
Yep.
How do you present yourself like you would in a gladiatorial arena, or you just walk out silently?
I mean, I'd be in like a fighting armor, but no, oh, you mean like how would I go out? No, I would just go out there.
Like as an
But
attitude,
the first thing I'd do is I'd probably say something to him, but I just kind of like waltz out, staring him like straight in the eye,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd tell him and say like, this is your last chance, Ayrees.
My last
This
chance
is
to
like
do
a-
what?
Back down. Nobody has to die here.
You don't understand anything about the spirit, do you? About the demands.
You don't understand anything about leadership and how the world works.
Ouch.
Ayrees, this doesn't have to be this way. I don't want to have to do this. You're my cousin. If you don't stop now, you won't ever stop me. You may have a sword, but it'll take more than that to stop me.
He
Is
just.
there a roll here then?
I mean,
Are you
yeah.
trying to-
Are you trying to do something to him? I guess.
I mean, do you actually want him to back down, or is this all just talk to you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and persuade him.
All right,
Okay.
sweet.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing you can do.
Like for final, like you have to hand me your sword.
And if you were going to convince him not to fight, you should have done that before we set up an entire arena.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of assuming he's gonna say no.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very, very difficult roll.
I hope so.
Yeah, there's almost no possible way that this will.
I want to say I tried though.
Yeah, sure. So unless you actually offer some like actual legitimate more evidence that he should back down, I don't think what you've provided him so far will actually like allow a roll. If you want to try to bring up something else that
Well,
would.
I think I should have a higher say just because I'm his cousin. Like we have like a
Right, but
connection.
you guys have already had this out, right? Like you guys, he's given up any like sense of he doesn't care that you're his cousin, right? Like this is already decided at the beginning of the season that he doesn't like you guys.
But I know,
are
but now
falling
that
out.
we're like in the moment, like it's like this is where we either die or don't. Like you're gonna end up
Right.
Right, but
one
this
of us
is
gonna kill our cousin. So like think about what is about to happen.
right,
Like,
but he's a religious zealot. Is the problem. So you can attempt to make a roll, but you have to like give him something else. Like that basis alone will not sway him. Like put down your weapons because I'm your cousin. Like he doesn't care.
oh, well, what about like what would your father say?
What about my father?
Wait, hold on. Do I know that the lady in white used to like be with? I knew that, right? I thought I found that out once.
I think you figured it out. Yeah.
I think he's just kind of like pauses. He's like, "What would she say?"
He just stares at you. You stay away from her. We cut to Sasuo in the crowd, looking on
Not gonna be able
intensely.
to keep him away from her if you die.
If you go on with this, she'll stay away from you.
It's already happened, Theo. I lost that chance. She decided. Or I had to choose, Theo. I had to choose between God and the woman I love. And I had to choose God. There was no way that I could have any other choice. You should know that.
You think you're doing this for God? Gods don't care about us.
You are such a fool, Theo. And you're going to die like one. And he brandishes his sword.
Okay, before he charges, Theo says, "So be it." And then he kind of like he stabs his trident into the ground and kneels down to pray, just for a minute. Like just kind of like he goes down and he kind of like picks up some dirt in his or some sand in his hand, kind of runs it through his fingers, kind of staring at it.
Yeah, so he
Gods don't care about us. Let me pray for a second.
I was just trying to. I was just.
No, I know. It's just.
So
I was
he
just trying to.
yeah
fool
he
him, I guess.
he screams at you.
No,
He
no,
said-
no. Okay,
yeah.
no. I didn't say the gods. I said your God doesn't care. About
Right,
all
right.
of
Okay, I
us.
see.
That's what I said.
That makes sense.
That makes
Yeah, that
a
makes
lot
more
more
sense.
sense. I was like,
Because the God he's trying to isn't like the God of war or something.
it's not even real. He it's a spirit of battle basically that he worships.
Dellen, is basically.
Yeah, basically, old me. Because we made that up. That was the cult.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So he screams at you. He says, "Get up! Get up and fight, Theo!"
Can I make a faith roll?
What's your intent here? What are you trying to do?
I
Get him to
want to
stand
pray
down?
for her to give me strength, but like not like, oh, I need you to give me strength. Like if it be your will, give me strength. If
Yeah,
not,
sure. I mean,
I'll-
you can literally roll to pray, like the boon, right? Like the normal like boosts.
Yeah. Because I know that like she doesn't necessarily, because obviously I could fail this test, but it's kind of like, well, if you think that this is like just me, like something I gotta do, then so be it. But if you want to give me strength, like, so I understand that it could not, or it could be passed because I kind of understand how that works now.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what he's saying, like if it be your will.
Yeah. So do you want to make one ability open ended until a scene is completed? Do you want to give yourself one die to a stat skill, health, or steal for the duration of an intent, or do you want to give yourself up to 3 dice, to any skills, to any one test?
Any one test. What was the second one?
Give yourself 1 dice to a stat skill, health, or steal for the duration of an intent. So the intent could be to kill Ayrees.
Skill.
Right, you could do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so that's up 3.
Really, that's it?
Mhm.
I mean, I might fail, but it doesn't seem as hard as I thought it would be. Okay, I don't have any modifiers. Oops, nope, I didn't mean to do that. I wrote 3 modifiers. Let me see something. How many persona do I have? I think I'm gonna use a persona.
Okay.
That goes in the Artha, right?
Yeah, you take that out of the persona slot for Artha, yeah, and then
it
you
goes on your faith for spent Artha.
yeah, and you put it in the little P bubble for faith.
Okay. Shoot, what was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. Oops. What? Oh, that's a 2. Okay. Is it ob 3?
Yep. There you go. That good old open-ended faith.
Didn't even have to spend it. I just wanted to make sure, I guess.
Yeah.
I had enough persona. This is important.
Yeah, for sure.
So that gives me an extra die.
Yep. So an extra die to any trident test. I'm assuming that you're using trident for this, right?
Mm.
Yeah, for the duration of an intent. And your intent is what? To kill Ayrees? Or to, like, defeat Ayrees?
Defeat Ayrees.
Okay. Yep, so as long as you are rolling your trident in an attempt to defeat Ayrees, you will get 1 dice. Cool. So I think what happens then, is as soon as you finish praying and, like, stand up. So you finish praying, then you stand up, and then, like,
Yep.
You're ready?
Grab my trident. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he says, I already did my praying, Theo. Let's see whose god is best. And then he charges you. So, let's do a fight, guys. Let's do a fight.
Oh yeah.
Bloody versus.
How dare you?
Yeah, this isn't a real.
What?
Thing. Nah, it's fine.
What?
No,
That was
mean,
a joke.
actual
Bloody
fight.
versus is one roll.
Technically 2 rolls, bloody.
Oh.
Versus, but
Oh,
Well, I mean,
right.
you get
I
one
forgot that.
per
Yeah,
person.
fight rolls and bloody versus is a 1 roll.
Yeah, there's 3 combats.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a really funny joke. If that
it
would've been
was a hilarious joke.
That's funny.
It all comes down to this, guys. 1 roll.
Okay, so Theo, look on your. Whoa! Holy crap! There's suddenly pink everywhere,
Kill this purple.
or purple, yeah, whatever. Shut up, Jared. I'm gonna delete it just for that. Here, I'm gonna look on your trident real quick. I need to see what. Okay, so you have a longer weapon. I think you have a longer weapon than he does.
Yeah, if he has a bastard sword and you have a trident, it's definitely longer.
So that means there will be an engagement roll here because you want to have more space between him and you, and he wants to close in closer. So we're gonna roll to see
But you get bonuses for having the longer weapon. So
Yeah. So you guys have the same stride, but you have a longer weapon. He doesn't actually get any actual die bonuses. It's just if you have the longest weapon. He has a longer weapon.
what?
For the actual engagement roll, is what I mean. Not for.
Oh, you have to have a longer weapon by 2 categories?
No. So to actually do the engagement roll, you can get a plus 1d bonus or. Oh, wait a second. No, so you get okay. So on this roll, on the engagement roll, you're gonna roll what dice is this? Speed test, I think, right? Yeah, speed. So what you're gonna do, Adam, go ahead and roll a speed test with 1 modifier because you have a longer weapon than he does.
So how does that dice work?
So you just go to speed.
That's only trident.
You're just doing speed right now.
Okay.
So you can just do speed
Oh
first.
shoot, my bad. I didn't.
That's fine. I mean, you rolled it. That was what you needed.
I didn't. Oh, so I don't. It doesn't matter what ob because that's why I didn't.
No, it doesn't matter what
figure out.
ob. Yeah, because
No,
he's
it's-
rolling
it's
against you. So
opposed, yeah.
Wow, that was actually a terrible roll.
it wasn't the best. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a much better roll. Do you have any 6s? You have 1 6, so you can try to spend that and get up over him.
Slash roll what?
Space 1d6.
If I type this in wrong, is it V or D?
D. It's always D because it's a dice.
Okay, it's always
D for dice.
Oh, great.
Yep. So you failed. So he's gonna have the advantage in the engagement. So basically, what that means is he's closing in on you closer than it makes a trident effective. But his sword is effective at that range. So he manages to getting close to you. So then we're gonna script actions. What is your reflexes, Theo? It should be on your character sheet.
Yeah, I saw it. It's 4.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's a good reflexes. Let's see what Ayrees has. Ayrees has reflexes of 3, so good job. So basically what that means, so fights are scripted in volleys of 3, 3 round exchanges basically. And so I'm gonna get the fight deck out. So now, do you see the deck of cards that just appeared on the bottom there?
Oh, is that
20.
the? Hold on, I made it too big. Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yep. So go to choose, click choose on that, and you should be able to see all the available fight cards there. And so those are all the actions that you can take. The ones that, for your case, because neither of you have shields or anything else, basically you're just going to want to do, let's see what actions make sense. So you can do basically what should happen. David, would you mind helping Adam with the scripting these?
Yeah, what do you want me to explain it or?
Just I guess in terms of advice and helping him actually choose which ones, because I don't want to know which ones he's picking.
All right. What medium do you want us to do that in then?
I'll just take my headphones off real quick, and I'm gonna script his actions.
Okay.
If that works for you, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So, sorry, I was checking out a little bit because he was explaining it to you. So what did he explain so far?
He just said go to the cards and click choose, and I can
Okay.
do one of the fight things. That's all I know.
Basically, the way it works is that there are 3 rounds, or there are 3 actions in a round. But what happens is you choose your 3 actions before the round starts, and then they happen in order. And basically, you compare his action with yours, and they interact in different ways. So if he picked attack and you pick attack, you just both hit each other. And basically, you both just roll against 1, and then everything you go over is just damage. So basically, what you want to do is you want to guess what they're going to do, and then try and counteract. So you'll see you have the defend action. If he picks attack and you pick defend, then he has to beat you to hit you, right? You block him. And if you pick, I think like evade, it's called or something. Here, let me see if I can look at the cards.
What if I pick like disarm when he picked
So-
an attack?
So there's some more advanced ones, and I think there should be a chart on here that tells you what happens. Let's see. Fight handout. Okay, so if you click find out handout 4, it shows you all the options you have on the left there.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? I pick what?
If you go to the handouts, it's under the characters.
I don't know what that is. You mean the cards?
No, okay, so go to the section on the right with the characters are,
Oh, okay.
Go to the bottom, there should be an option that says handouts. Click that. And then click fight handout 4, it's the last handout.
Okay, I'm definitely. Oh, what the heck?
Did you find it?
No.
Um,
It's all the way at the bottom.
yeah, so it should be in a tab. You have to open the tab. It says handouts. It's got a little plus next to it. You have to click that at the bottom of the character list. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, the character list on the far right, right?
Right. So yeah, you see Crow Inquisitors as like a main tab, and then it has all the characters.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you're looking for handouts, which is the main tab below that. So it should be basically the last thing in your list, probably. Well, actually, the last thing should be not using. Do you see that?
Non-players.
Okay, so you're.
Yeah, I don't see it.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out how to
You
describe
said it's always the bottom, and I'm
Yeah, okay,
looking-
so do you see Crow Inquisitors? It should be the very first thing on the menu.
Yep. I
Click
see
that. It should collapse all the menus.
Okay, now I can see it. Okay.
All right, handouts, click that. Click fight handout 4.
Handout 4. Okay.
Now this shows you all the options on the left, and then
Mhm.
Wait a second. Wait, this might be special actions. Let me see something.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
So technically, I've already
Ah,
scripted my actions, and I'm not going to change them. So I'm just going to put my headphones back in because it won't matter.
Yeah, sorry, it's actually fight handout 3. Fight handout 4 is for special actions. So do fight handout 3, and it shows you all the options that you can do, and then all the options again on the top. And it
Yep.
shows
Yeah, I see it. I see what you mean. I see how it goes.
So you can see if you roll strike and they roll strike, you just hit each other. You just both make a standard skill test against Ob 1. Whereas if
Okay,
they try to-
so strike, block. This is skill versus skill.
yeah, so that means that
the
they
higher
would
one
roll
wins.
their
Yeah.
and then
But the thing
that's
is,
how it works.
you'd both hit each other because no one's blocking. You'd both go against Ob 1, and if you hit, then you both just take damage.
yeah, I think he said strike versus block though.
Oh, okay.
Which would be that would be you'd both roll, and if the person blocking got more, no damage. If the person striking got more, less damage. But
What are the numbers? Is it if I strike, if I play that card, is it how do I explain this? How many dice are being rolled?
it's your skill. So you're always rolling your weapon skill. So you
Okay,
roll
okay.
strike.
What's Ayrees' weapon skill?
I don't think you know that. You know it's pretty high though.
You'll find out for semi rolls.
What?
Probably.
Oh, what? I can't
I mean, I guess
It is pretty.
yeah, I guess you will find out the first time he rolls. So he has 6 in
I mean,
sword.
it's not like he's gonna.
Okay,
not win,
okay.
So.
It's true.
Yeah, so typically you want to end up with a standard skill test, and you want them to have to roll against your skills. That's the optimal thing. Generally, you want to avoid things like so the standard ones are strike, avoid, block, and feint, because feint beats block. If he plays block and you play feint, you just ignore his block. But so things like counter strike, they're a little bit more complicated. Basically, you get to defend, and if you and then you get also to get to attack. We have to divide your dice, so it's pretty hard. You have to do way better than your opponent for it to be worth it.
And disarm is more of an advanced one too.
I think so. Yeah, because your ob is just their base skill, so that means that you're rolling your 6 dice. Your obstacle is just flat 6 because that's his skill.
Oh yeah,
It's really hard to do.
Bad.
So
I
charge
guess-
tackle.
I would
that's-
assume since he's attacking first, I would block first.
Well, it's simultaneous, so you'll both flip, and if you both hit strike, you'll both hit each other. So you know what I mean?
But yeah, I
So
mean,
if
I've described Ayrees like in a certain way, and so yeah, you can make judgment based on what you think he would do first,
So
right?
when this is done right, what you do is you get in the mind of your character and like, what will my character do? So if he describes himself blitzing after you and just trying to cleave your head in half, and then he plays defend, he's doing it wrong. So, presumably this is going to be a pretty aggressive fighter. You can assume he's probably going to play a lot of strikes if Caleb's playing him the way that he's suggested that he would act.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I would want to block first, right?
You might, yeah. And let's see. And you have a better reflexes than him, right?
Yeah, so you get to do 2 actions on one of these volleys.
Yeah. So basically, the way this works is one of these beats is 3 beats, and one of these beats you get to flip 2 cards. He only gets to flip 1, which means that basically you just get a free hit on him. Is what that means. Because if you play strike for your second card, he can't do anything about it. So you just get to hit him for free, which is why reflexes is insane in this game. So, because then it'll trigger a steel test, and he'll just stand there like an idiot. You can pound on his face for the rest of time. So, basically, what you'll do is
steel test. You trigger a steel test when you hit each other, don't you?
Yeah, it's so dumb because you can't pass steel tests. You stand there like an idiot. You get hit again. You can't pass steel tests. You stand there like an idiot. You get hit again. It's really, I hate it. I hate steel tests in fight.
So how many different actions am I going to make? I'm going to make. So I make a double, right?
Basically, what happens is you pick 3 cards, and that's your objective or your thing. And then I think you have to pick the 3rd or the 4th card in the first beat.
Nope, you can do it at any of those beats.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I thought you had to front load it.
Nope.
Till you had more. Okay. So basically,
no. What it means is you can't. They have a table. You can't say if you had 5 reflexes, you can't put 3 cards on one thing until you have a full set of 2 for each.
Okay. Yeah. So ignore what I just said then. Yeah. Basically, yeah. You'll pick 1 card for each round. There's 3 rounds, and then one of those rounds you pick a second card. Know that card will go entirely uncontested. So the only other thing I'd like to say, because you can do this, is Great Strike. You have to do that twice. Basically, it's an attack that's really strong, but you have to do it twice. So you have to set up and then do a Great Strike. So what you could do is, in the round where you want to attack, instead of just doing strike, you could do set up Great Strike because you have those 2 reflexes, and then you can do a heavy attack. Whereas even if he attacks, he only gets a normal one. I would probably ignore charge, tackle, lock, push, throw, because those are so complicated that if Caleb uses them, I'm just going to be like sad. And disarm's going to be pretty difficult to do, so you could probably ignore that. Beat, I don't remember what beat's for. I think that
I can look at it.
What that does. I think it is good for opening up an attack. I mean, that's what it is in real fighting. I don't know what it is.
So you said that if one of them I use 2. Does that mean I'm picking 4 cards or
right.
like?
So yeah. So basically, like I said, there's 3 turns, right? There's 3 beats in a round. So you pick 3 cards and then pick any one of those 3 rounds for an extra uncontested card. So you will get 4. Yes.
Oh, okay. Beat is vying for the advantage again. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. So right now you're at a disadvantage because he's closer to you. So if you play beat, you can try and basically push him back so that you get the advantage.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's a good idea or not because I don't know half skill. It looks like it's a pretty safe thing to play.
Yeah, half skill. It's
yeah. Although wait, what if someone plays it against you? Op 1. Yeah, it looks like it's usually pretty safe. If they make an attack, they'll hit you, but otherwise, it's pretty safe to play that. Though it's, and do what you want. Because I don't want to tell you wrong, but it sounds like he's probably going to attack you off the bat.
Yeah. I was thinking block first, right?
So what you can do is you can make a block move and then a strike, and so you can block his attack, and then you can hit him, and there's nothing he can do.
Well, I thought you said I should use a Great Strike.
You can. You could do either, right? So it's safer to block attack because you know that you can't get hurt in that turn, and you get to hurt him. But unless he does a feint, because feints pass defends, but whatever. So keep that in mind. If he
so my Great Strike might not even work.
If you put it on the second card, it will automatically work unless you get hit and you hesitate.
Right, that's true. So basically, you have 2 choices. You can play defend and then an attack, which means that if he attacks you, you'll have a chance to defend, but you only get a normal attack. Or you can be like, screw it, I don't care if I get hit, and you can play Great Strike, and do a Great Strike. But like you said, if you get hit and you roll steal and you fail, you won't get to do your attack. So it's kind of a gamble.
I
honestly,
have
would
pretty good.
avoid-
Well,
would
what do
avoid-
I roll? What do you roll for steel? Like,
your steel, you have a steel stat, so you roll
yeah,
that.
yeah, no, I know, but like, what is like an ob? Like, what I mean?
The ob is your hesitation, I think.
What's my hesitation?
Oh yeah, for steel sets, it's always your hesitation. It might have
Yeah.
modifiers and increased
Steel
up
is
for.
very difficult to succeed at.
Really?
Unless you're a
You
very-
did just upgrade your steel though.
To 7. Yeah.
But your hesitation is 6. So
Oh.
Yeah.
you
so it's
it does
almost
automatically open end, so
It
it's not
is-
as difficult as it
True.
could be, but it's still pretty difficult.
Basically, assume that if you get hit, you're going to stutter, and then he's going to hit you again because fight.
But if you hit him,
So-
he also has to roll steel. So
Right? Yeah, that's true. He also has to do it. Basically, the first person to hit generally just creams the other guy.
Which is real life though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. Kind of.
Well, I mean, not always.
Wait,
but
so
usually the
if I
first
get
person-
him on, if I block and then I strike and hit him, what happens then? Like, obviously you keep going, but like, is he at a disadvantage if I automatically hit him?
So he can't really defend. Basically, you're rolling against an obstacle 1. And
Yeah, I know, but like, because I
And-
hit him, does he
Right.
become any less?
Yeah. So what will happen is
every time
he'll
you hit
roll-
someone else, they'll have to roll steel.
Yeah, he'll roll steel, and we'll see. Because if he fails his steel, he has to pick stand and drool, and basically doesn't get to make his action.
Well, he gets to choose from 4 different things. He gets.
I mean,
to
if he
do...
wants, he can pass out or faint.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
he can
I'm
run
gonna-
screaming. He can also do that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
you
and
can also run
He
straight.
can also fall prone and beg for
Then-
mercy.
Also, after that, you'll do damage, and if he takes wounds, he'll lose dice and stuff.
True. Yeah. Okay.
So, honestly, like what I would do is I would either defend or evade, and then attack.
Yeah. Yeah, and then attack.
And-
Does it like? How does that set up? Like, does it give me 4 cards automatically?
No, so just drag them from that available cards and drag them onto the map. They automatically put face down, and then just put them like where I put them, like over the same.
Do I? Okay. Do I choose it and then drag it?
No, just like drag it, click, be on it, and then drag it over, and then drop it on the map.
Well, I mean, when I choose, I meant like, do I?
yeah, so
like,
you
do
have you choosing in advance, and then we're flipping them over one at a time. So, right,
No,
like
I mean, before I drag it, does it matter? Like, do I drag it over and then choose what the card is?
No,
and
no.
before it's over?
you're dragging a specific card over.
So click on
Oh.
the deck there, and then click choose, and you should see an option, a bunch of cards.
Right, fight available cards, and then just it should when you go over it, it should say drag to deal.
Okay, where's the deal?
You just grab the card and pull it over onto the.
Okay, okay.
Yep, see that?
It doesn't flip it over, right?
It should
No.
automatically be face down.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, just so you know, one last thing: the difference between defend and evade. So defend works against attacks.
You mean block?
Evade, block. Evade works against feints because if someone plays a feint and you're blocking, they hit you, as if you weren't doing anything, basically, right? But if you played an evade, then they still have to. In fact, I think evade is generally avoid. Sorry,
Yeah.
I think avoid is generally a safer one to play.
Which
except
one?
that
Avoid.
Avoid, yeah. Avoid and defend. Avoid and block are your 2 options. I think
Oh,
avoid
yeah,
is
yeah.
typically a safer one to play, but there's a reason not to, and I can't remember what it is.
Trying to. Okay.
What is the reason not to use avoid instead of block?
I'm looking, yeah.
Because I can't remember. Because I know on the thing it looks just better, but it's not. I don't.
Well,
remember
block
why.
test your weapon and avoid is your speed. That's one reason.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I forgot that was a thing.
Okay. Okay. One more thing. So let's say I do hurt him. Then the second card is played, or the second round, or whatever. And if he's injured, and we both play strike or some sort of attack move, do I? And so we go against each other's. Will mine technically, or do I have a better chance just because he's like wounded? Or
Well,
something
I mean,
like that?
he's gonna have wound dice penalty, right? So yeah.
Plus, if you hit him, chances are he won't be acting in his next turn because of steel.
Yep.
Okay.
Because usually you're going to fail by at least 1 with steel.
Oh, so that means if I attacked him, he just had to stand there and take it, basically.
Right.
because
Basically,
he
so what he would
doesn't
do is he
fail
would
his skill.
roll, and the amount that he rolled, the difference between his roll and his hesitation is how many rounds he has to stand there and take it.
Ooh, man.
Yeah. So if he fails by 4, he stands there for 4 whole rounds and just takes whatever you pulled for cards.
But I mean, isn't
Which-
there only 3 rounds though? So
Right, but then it would be the next round of the next.
Then
next draw
If
of the
we
next
go through the 3 rounds and nobody's dead, then we just do another 3.
And so
Oh.
that next card, the first card of the next round, he'd still be hesitating,
Mhm.
which means you could play a strike knowing he can't do anything, which is why it's so insane.
What's the problem with doing like? Oh wait, never mind. You said never mind. If I wanted to use like a what's it called? The super strike or whatever.
Great strike.
Yeah, great strike.
Super strike, defend.
Could you use that for 2 rounds, or would it just that wouldn't?
Yes,
work?
you have
can
to
set
set
up
it up
into the-
once. You have to.
Yeah.
You'd have to script it twice. So
But
it'd be
you
great
can,
strike, great
you
strike.
can put great strike at the end of this one, and then great strike at the beginning of the next one.
You can do that. Yeah.
I think that's what you were asking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
As a carryover. Yeah, you can set up now and then strike at the beginning of the next round. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Do you have to though? So let's say he plays Great Strike at the end of this one. Does he have? Okay,
You don't
You
have
can
to, but I
set
think you get like a penalty if you change your action.
right.
Well, no. What he means is like you can, because you could set up great strike now and then not set great strike next time. You know what I mean?
Right. But that's bad, right? Because you're committing to an action and then
Wasted his extra card, but that's it. So.
okay. Okay.
But if you,
Okay.
now you can actually, I think you could change your card.
You can. You take a
Like-
penalty or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you take a penalty. So if you see he's attacking you and you really want to defend, you can change your attack to a defend, but you get a penalty to the point where it's probably not even worth it because you can still hit him. So.
Okay, I think I got it. I put 4 cards out there.
Yeah. This is why we don't do the fight for every single time where
Right.
you get into a scrap.
This is
It's
for
just important
climax
stuff.
battles.
I hope I didn't like completely fail this, and then I'm like, oh, you did this wrong, and
Right. Yeah.
And we can help if like you actually legitimately forgot something or whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. If you picked a card that was wrong or you thought it did the wrong thing, Caleb
Yeah.
will.
I will be lenient. Don't worry. So you're placing it at the basically the second part of the third beat, Theo.
what?
So that last
Second
card
part
is
of the-
gonna go at the very like
Second part of the first.
second part of the third beat. That's what I said.
He's asking if you put that second card on the third spot, which
Right. That's what you do. I'm assuming.
No.
like
Oh,
this,
wait.
right? This is what you're
Yes.
saying.
So that's basically what it would look
Oh.
like, right?
Oh yeah, no. It looks like.
Right. So this card is going first. And,
No, you were right. You were right. So
oh yes.
what it is? So you have first round, and then you have your second round.
Well, I mean, like, no, I
Yeah, so-
had my first round as my second beat. My second beat was in the first round.
Right. So you want the first 2 cards to be on the first round, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
then you would do
okay.
this, right?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I was misunderstanding. My bad.
Right. So it'll look like that.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So let's go ahead and flip them.
If I put them in the wrong order, could we like?
Yeah, that's fine.
No,
So
I-
flip the leftmost one first.
Yeah, why don't you flip yours first, and we'll before
Yeah.
Caleb does. So that was a block. Okay,
So yeah, that's what you meant to do. Okay. So I was doing strike. Yep, you're right.
good job. Now
Yeah,
you
my-
might roll.
Yep. And
we
so
roll?
David, can you be our like ref for this and like make sure and like look up rules so we know like
I could try. Yeah.
just have like the handout open basically.
Yeah. Which I'll just open all of them. Screw it.
Mainly just 3. I'm just curious as to what. So this is like what.
Oh,
the,
it's skill versus skill.
skill versus skill.
It's-
Okay.
It's defend versus
Oh,
block versus
modifier.
attack.
Yep. So you're gonna roll your trident. You can fork in like normal, right? Like if you have something that you think would help. So you're
Oh,
so right. So
okay.
he's coming towards you. He has his sword drawn, right? And he's coming towards you. He's just like going down on you. And
I can't remember. Did I have a shield or no?
No one has a shield.
no one has a shield.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay. What was that one thing?
So you're blocking with your trident, right? Like
The-
you're going
the
like this and trying to like
prayer.
block him.
What about the prayer?
So yes, you automatically add 1 modifier
Okay. Yep.
to this trident roll.
Anytime
And then I'm gonna do. Can I do strategy, or is that not?
I think so. I think that makes sense for like this particular because you're like specifically looking and being like, okay, he's gonna attack first, so I'm gonna block. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
I do think that there's actually a smaller, like a skirmishing skill, and strategy. I think is the larger scale.
No. Well, there's tactics. There's tactics and strategy. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
actually,
Switch here. Let me look them up. Just I don't want to screw you out of something unless it's for real.
Well, I mean, like, originally the strategy was supposed to be battle strategy. So if that helps, because it wasn't, because like I think I tried to use
It's
it.
possible you just got the wrong skill. And we can change it.
That's probably because my intent was battle strategy, like being able to like.
Yeah, 'cause
I know how to fight.
yeah,
I know
so
strategies. And
Strategy
fighting.
is used to guide armies through war, so that was not.
That's not what.
So
it
just
was
change
at.
it to tactics.
Okay.
Tactics is knowledge of how to use small group of soldiers to maximum effect on the battlefield.
Oh,
So that
that's
might
probably
still-
what it was, anyways. Though.
Yeah,
so.
that it is. That's definitely what it was, but it does not help you in this situation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What was it?
Tactics. So just change the name of it.
Wasn't that supposed to be something for being in a gladiator match because that's what you did in life?
But I mean,
Yeah.
there are gladiatorial stuff where you're in teams, so I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna fork in. What was that one? I got one in
You have brawling.
Gladiator or whatever. Where is it?
The wise probably.
No, it was the fact that I was a gladiator. That was. Where is it? I don't know.
Caleb, could you give me access to his character sheet? So I can do this stuff?
Theo.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that wasn't a very good roll for him.
Oh,
It
geez.
wasn't or was?
It was not.
It wasn't that great. No. Just below average. anyways.
So can I
There you go.
can I fork in the fact that I was a gladiator?
You have arena wise, right?
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think that's what it is.
there you go.
Yeah, that's.
That's the skill we were looking for. This
There it is.
time.
So what?
Caspian
I
says
got-
you're welcome for making an arena.
So was that 2 or 3?
You have
Arena wise,
4.
original
You have 4.
modifier.
Because
And
you also have your faith die.
oh no, that was
And
it.
You can fork in brawling.
I can fork in brawling for
Mhm,
this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
can punch him with your other hand. Totally. That's why every character I've ever built has brawling because
Yeah.
it's just a free fork in fighting.
Yep.
So yeah, so you should have 4 modifiers.
Nice alliteration. A free fork in fighting.
Hey, thank you. I didn't do that on purpose. But holy cow, you have a lot of fate points. You should use those.
Okay, here we go.
And Persona, man, you're not gonna lose this. He literally can't kill you.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
we
because I
can't
never
kill
really
you,
used
but-
them because I was always like, oh, I gotta hold on to it, you know.
Yeah, well, you held on.
Should I put Persona?
You have a Deeds
Should I
point.
put Persona in it?
Just gonna wreck this.
Wait, what? He has
No,
a deed
no,
point?
you don't. Go erase that deeds point, Adam, because
What D's?
Got it.
Oh no, I don't
Yeah,
have
I
any
got
D's
it.
points. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't.
he's already used them.
Okay. Oops, I accidentally just gave you 90 Deeds points. Sorry.
Ooh, I'll take 90 D's
Yeah.
points.
Okay. So I actually wouldn't put your. I mean, it's up to you, but you're just defending against his attack. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
you're
no
really
Persona
worried
then.
about getting hit, you might not want to spend a Persona on it.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Plus, you have all that fate. I think you'll probably be okay.
True.
You're actually rolling the same exact pool of dice that he is, so this is gonna be interesting.
So what? I mean, do I put a base op 4 or just
Yep,
like
you can
one or
do
something?
op 4, yeah.
Just up for you. And now I really hope you don't fucking good.
Oh
Perfect.
wow,
Look
it
at
barely.
that.
So you tied though. And
Did I re-roll? Do I have any
It's
sixes?
you do not have any 6s, but he
Wow.
does, and so he is going to spend a fate and re-roll those.
Wow, thanks, David.
He just got one more success, which is what he needed. I don't think there's another thing you can do in this instance. I think he just hits you.
What
Oh.
the heck?
But it's not a very good hit, I don't think.
Yeah, it probably won't even actually wound you.
Yeah, it's entirely possible this is just a bruise. Okay,
It
so
just depends on your health and stuff. You have 5 fort and 3 power. Oh, not sure.
so
no, it's
anatomy of injury.
Interesting. Wait, do you already have his combat stats figured out?
Who's?
Theo's. Yeah, so he has to get a B5 to hurt you, which he might do. I'm not sure.
So it's an incidental hit. Wait a second. What's the add on this actually?
I think it's 2 or 3. I can't remember.
The add on his weapon. The add on his weapon is 2, unfortunately. So it's an incidental hit, which means half the attacker's power rounded up. And that's, let's see, weapon power is 3. So he has a power of 4, so that's 7 rounded down. So he does a B3 wound to you.
So that's superficial. It doesn't even hurt you.
Yeah.
Really. You get like a.
You still mark it because if you get more than one, you might. Actually, no, it increases ob. It's a superficial. Yeah. It's, so you now have a +1 ob to anything you do.
But you don't. Like it's not nearly as bad as.
It's negative dice. Yeah.
Worse, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he just nicks you, right?
Now, does he still have to roll a steel test for superficial?
That's a good question.
You're supposed to be able to take a bunch of those. So that'd be kind of weird. There's a reason we don't do this very often. It's pretty complicated.
It's probably an anatomy of injury. So getting hit. Steel and pain. Here we go. Anytime a character suffers a -1d or greater injury, he must make a steel test.
Okay,
yep.
so you're fine.
Yep, so you're good.
So now you can just clobber the crap out of him.
Yeah, so he comes down on you. You pull up your trident and you block it, right? And he like manages to like push you down a bit and like it hurts you as he like pushes you down with the sword. But then you get to do your next action. So go ahead and flip the next card. Yeah. So what does that look like, Theo? And you just like come around and like attack him with your trident.
Wait, so what happened in the first thing? Just so I can
So he
visualize.
came at you, right? And he goes down on the with his sword, like overhand kind of a thing. And so I'm assuming you bring up the trident right with the haft and block it. What do you do from there to like do a strike?
Basically, he just, like, cuts
I think
you on the cheek a little bit, like,
I think I would just kind of like spin the like trident around and hit him with the back of it, like just really hard, like the brunt force of
sure.
it. Like so really quickly, I block it kind of like with the top part of the trident, and then hit him with the back.
Yeah,
of
with
it,
the back
so
end.
kinda, like,
Sure.
Turn it around because I can do that with like a spear kind of trident.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're fearless. You get -3 hesitation for pain, shock, or fear. You're fine.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Dude.
Wait,
Theo was
life
made
is
to do
death.
this.
Reduce the ob for injury and pain by 2. You don't even get the -1 ob from.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because I remember having that. I saw that. And I was like, wow, that's actually really good.
Why are we even bothering?
I don't know.
I'm just. Okay, so what should we do with this? Because he doesn't actually get this penalty.
Wait a second. So what is his?
It's
he
-3
gets
for.
to bury up to 2 obs from wounds. Increased obs from wounds. According to this. Life is death. Reduce his ob.
No, it's hesitation ob. That's what that means. Reduce hesitation
I
ob
thought
for
that
injury
was
and pain.
his.
No. He doesn't actually get. It's not the wound itself. It's hesitation ob.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So you have -5 when you get hurt then, right?
It's not. Yes. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yep.
Well, hold on, because this one specifies injury and pain, and this one just says pain. I don't. It's kind of weird.
Pain doesn't necessarily have to be like an injury. It could just be like emotional pain.
So is just pain just the bigger version of? What? Then why does it say injury and pain?
I'm not exactly sure. That is a weird way of wording
That's like
that.
a wound probably, and the other one's like necessarily like,
Yeah. So let's just use the injury one. That seems like it's meant to do that. So it's -2.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, that's handy. Okay. So go ahead and roll your trident again.
Although I don't know what instance you would roll for pain that wasn't also an injury, really, right? Like.
Yeah.
Typically that's what hurts. That just seems kind of weird. Where's life is death? I'm gonna look that up. I mean, it doesn't matter because he's not rolling steel anyways. So let's just ignore that for now.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because it says steel and pain here, and like it says this is the injuries section, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just count both of it.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
So what's the base ob in this case? Is it just
2. It's supposed to be 1, but you have the +1 ob from your superficial wounds.
It might automatically count that, so just put 1 in and we'll see.
Yeah. Also, this is where I would spend your points because he can't do anything. So the more you do this, the more you hurt him.
it's just like 5 persona?
Well, you can only spend 3 on a roll.
Yeah,
3 in maximum, but yeah.
I
would
couldn't
always
remember what the
keep
number
1
was,
so
but
that you can't die. But otherwise, I would just I would bank as much in this as you can.
Yeah, bank as much in the hits as you can.
okay, so I still get the 3 modifiers, right?
4.
For the forks and stuff, yeah.
You
4?
get 4. Yeah.
What was the 4th one?
Faith.
No, I had faith, brawling.
Let me count your stuff. So you have Trident, which is your normal skill. Sorry, I might have counted Trident. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Wait, you got
It's
Brawling,
just
Arena
brawling,
Wise.
Brawling,
Arena
arena wise,
Wise.
and faith.
In faith, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I think I might have counted your trident on accident.
Okay, so yeah, so it's just three up or three modifier again, in one up.
They're right about anyways. So.
Yeah, so it automatically counts it. Yep.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
And no sixes.
heck,
Wow,
man?
that was a really bad roll.
Wait, you only spent 1 Artha. Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you
alright,
want me?
I was just making sure because you said you were going to spend 3. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't an accident.
Okay. So 4. You only needed.
However, the trident probably has an add of 2, so probably
what-
at least upgrades the.
Yeah, what's the ad on that?
Oh, does he have his weapon on here? Did you?
It does, yep.
Okay. Let me look it up.
Why am I getting such
Add
terrible rolls?
Is 2? Yeah. So he does whatever that means.
So incidental will be 1. And so.
Oh, so he gets a mark, right?
I think he
just
gets a mark. I think he just gets the next one, which is a mark. Yeah.
Yeah. His weapon power is 2, so he adds 2 to his power, right?
Yeah. So add. So what's his power?
3, so he gets a 5 in total because his weapon power is 2.
Yep. So you get a B5 wound on him. Let's see what that is for him.
It's probably light.
Yep, it's a light wound. Yep. So that means he has to make a steel test. Let's see how this goes.
I like how your gear is literally just trident, clothes, shoes, and shield. Oh, he failed.
The only 3 things
And he
needs.
had no sixes, so he hesitates 1 action, so he doesn't do his next action. So go ahead and do your next action, Theo. And he's hesitating. He just stands and drools.
I don't know what happened to my card.
It's right there.
Oh, it's never mind.
Yep.
I was
Yeah,
past
strike, son. And he was gonna block, but now he don't. So now he gets right in the face again.
Oh, don't flip that one.
So, what's the narrating? So, well, hold on. So you hit him with the haft of your trident. Then
Yeah.
what happens?
Right, so he basically stunned him, right? Like, so he stunned him at first, and he's like sitting there like, oh gosh, and then what do you do? Yeah, you strike him again.
Yeah, I probably like hit him again, but like instead of whacking him with it, I kind of like shunt it into his face.
Oh, so
Probably.
you smack him and then bam.
Yeah, so I like whacked it kind of like a baseball bat, and then I kind of like pool cued it into his
Yeah,
face.
absolutely. Yeah. Okay, roll your trident again.
You can spend more persona on it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Not to pressure you into it, but I always dump my persona into attacks whenever they're unopposed because they can't do anything about it. And then I run out of persona and then I die.
But whatever.
I mean, this is like the moment. This is the end of the season,
Yeah.
so.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
So 3 I can do. So I got.
Yep, 3 is
like,
max.
2 left.
And the thing is, if you can hurt him enough to make him take another light wound, he'll stagger again. Oh my gosh, dice! Holy cow! Oh my gosh! You just
Nice.
face off.
And you got 2
Oh.
sixes, so you can make it higher if you want to. Let's
Okay.
see. Let's see what this is though.
Well,
So
wait, it might not help.
what's his
It might
ad?
already be behind.
It's 2, right?
He got 7 over, so that's 3 levels over. I think that might be as high as he can go.
Yeah, he needs 4 successes over to make it a superb. So he's already at the max. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't bother spending anything else because you can't get any.
Yeah. So 1.5 times the attacker's power. So the trident gives him 2 power.
Rounded up or down. Yeah, so it's 5. Flat 5.
Rounded
like
down.
3 plus 2. Rounded down. So is it? Wait, is it?
So you add both powers together. You add the weapon power and his power together, and then
time and a half.
and then time and a half. Yeah.
So it's 7.
Yeah. So you just did a B7
5
wound to him.
Nice. See, on you that would have been a meaty, which is legit. So that's probably what it is on him too.
Yep. It's a midi. Yep.
Oh, you just messed him up.
So it's 3 wound dice in total. Let me see if he has any. Yeah, he goes down. He
Oh,
goes unconscious.
Nice job.
Oh shoot.
You win.
Yep. It took you.
But
2
it's to the
win.
death. So I mean,
Yeah.
what do we do here?
I mean,
Well, he goes down.
he goes unconscious. He's bleeding out though. He will die. So
Yeah.
you literally basically like cave part of his face in, right?
You just bonk him in the head. And he goes, boom, and falls straight back.
You just go, you crush it into his skull, and he like falls backward, his face a bleeding mess.
That's intense. Now, if only you let him
I
drink.
think what he kind of does, what he kind of like is like really like breathing heavy and kind of like angered, you know, kind of like he was in the moment when he did it.
Yeah.
He wasn't like keeping his cool, and he kind of like has like PTSD, so he kind of like runs up to him screaming, and then kind of like he kind of like winds back like he's gonna like
Yeah, like you just gonna like stab him.
and then he kind of like pauses, and then he like kind of remembers, like he kind of has like some PTSD moments, like some flashbacks, and then he kind of like looks up at Caspian.
Yeah, like up to the box where he is. Yeah.
And then like he's kind of like I said, like he's like expecting him to say something, like he just kind of like subconsciously like kill him or don't kill him.
Right. You expect, because this is exactly how it would go down, right? The host of the fight would be like thumbs down, thumbs up, right? Like.
But I don't think anyone was expecting it. So
no, there's dead silence. It is dead silent in the arena because it was literally like 3 seconds, and you just like.
Yeah. Holy cow! Gloryhound is broken.
Mm-hmm.
You just, instead of reacting for steal, you just get to close in.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Theo was built to win this fight.
Yeah. Holy cow.
That's why I said like we're either both going down or you're going down. So
Yep.
Right. Yeah, there's no way you were gonna lose.
because I was like I will die just to kill you.
Yeah. This was the moment where I thought I was gonna die as Dylan, and then realized armor was OP, and I was just totally fine the entire time.
Yep.
This just happened to you, except.
Okay, so he kind of looks up and then he like realizes like where he is. He kind of like comes back down to earth, and then he kind of like drops his trident and then falls to his knees, and then kind of like picks up Ayrees like unconscious and walks him out of like the circle, like just not saying anything.
Yeah, and no one else says anything unless like any of the characters in the crowd want to say something. Like it is dead silent.
After a suitable amount of silence, I just start clapping.
Wait, so you went to go grab him?
No, yeah.
Yeah, Theo like scooped him up, right? And
I know what happened is I ran over to him, and like wound up, looked at Caspian, realized where I was, dropped the thing, fell to my knees for a few seconds, and then just kind of like
scooped him up and walked off.
Him up and walked off.
Well, I think when you went to your knees, I probably would have come out. So,
okay.
See, I think there's probably like a cloth that pulls back from the
box.
From the box, whatever. I think there's a word for it, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
And
box.
No, but it's not that, no. And then I step out, and he just stands there for a second to let people be surprised and says, "Good job, Theo. Though I didn't expect to be congratulating you today." And yeah, now I'm 6.5 feet tall and solid gold.
Yeah, so that's the thing, and everybody just like, if they weren't silent before, they're still, you know, they would have been silent again.
Woo, yeah!
And now you Cantarius, you see this. You see Caspian as a giant gold bean.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a 5-star reviews. Anyways, on your end.
Am I? What's it called? Crap. So it's a Yelp.
Yelp.
My Yelp account.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So Theo, do you say anything to that?
What? Sorry.
Do you say anything to that, or have a reaction?
I think he just kind of like starts walking away, and he kind of like looks back, and he's like, "There's no glory in a man's defeat."
And
or there is no glory in death.
So he's like in the process of scooping up Ayrees, I assume, right? Like as he's.
Well, I would assume like he like stood there, and then that like held him there, and then that's when he comes out. So he's already holding him. He probably didn't walk out yet, though.
So he's not dead yet, though, is he?
Ayrees will probably die if he just like lays there in the sand, but
the wounds get worse if they're not treated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I think I look towards where the strong are at, and I say, suppose there you have it then. You have your victor. And then he turns around to walk off the stage towards where Theo's at. Just waiting for half of them to just try and kill each other, so.
Is Antonius there?
Yeah, Antonius is in the crowd.
I think Theo walks over to where Antonius is, and he like asks if he could like hold Alphonse for a minute.
You mean Ayrees?
Or Ayrees, yeah. Alpha.
Yeah, I was about to say, what
what
the
did I
I
hear?
meant Ayrees. He went there's so many A's, man.
Yeah,
Antonius,
that's true.
Could I hold Alphonse? Sorry.
No, he's like holding Ayrees, and he's kind of like he's like Alphonse or Alphonse Antonius. Hold him. Like he just kind of like motions, so he doesn't actually say it.
Yeah, no, Antonius takes him. And I think he looks at you and like furrows his brow, Theo, and he says, "I think the people expect a response. We need the strong on our side."
One of the people in the crowd.
No.
Just kill him. It's me. I'm going like, no, just kill him.
There'll come a day when killing is always the answer, but it is not this day. Oh.
So yeah, Theo, what do you say?
Yeah. He goes and grabs his trident
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like come in. He stands in front of the crowd, and he's like, he kind of has like a moment. He's he pauses. There's like a dramatic pause, and he says, "There's been disunity in this camp for far too long." Shut up. And he's like, "There's been a disunity in this camp for far too long, but no longer. From now on." Shh.
From now on.
No yelling. From now on, things are going to change.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to follow us, but I can assure you that it will not be easy. I will train you to be the best you can be. You will suffer. You will lose, You will lose people. But we will stay together. We will be one. No more disunity. No more rebellion. Because we are strong. And only the strong will continue from henceforth. So if you choose to push yourself to the ultimate limit, step forward. And like
Make that oratory test.
Okay. Can I fork in persuasion?
You can.
Okay, no.
You can also fork in doctrine.
Yeah. Can I fork in the fact that I am a leader, so like they know me as a leader?
I'll give you an advantage dice. Yeah.
Okay.
You have a reputation.
Yeah, like a reputation.
Yeah. You just get an advantage dice for that in general. Yeah.
You could
Idea.
possibly do arena-wise because you're in an arena and you know how to pump the crowd up.
No. Well. Oh. You know what? Yes. Actually, that's totally a thing. Yeah.
What? Yeah, just 1 second. So wait. So that was 4.
Persuasion, doctrine,
arena-wise, and
advantage dice. Yeah.
I'm gonna put in 2. What's the op?
Op is gonna be 4.
Okay. What?
And no 6s. Oh my gosh.
Wait.
That's not good.
Connor, you're poisoning us.
We'll mark that difficult as at least.
What the heck? Did I get any 6s?
No, you didn't.
Okay, that is like the worst roll you could possibly get in this game.
I mean, 0 would have been, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, 0 is supposed to be 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we got to think about like why this doesn't work.
I mean, maybe the strong just start killing people. I don't know. Okay, I would like to submit that you just said only
That
the
succeeded
strong
on- hey,
officers stay and survive at this point.
Mhm.
So you basically were just like, "Hey, do you think your buddy's weak? Kill him."
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
I'm gonna hurry this up.
Like, I feel like you basically just said the ultimate evolution. You know, it's like whatever that thing's called.
Can I succeed at a minor cost?
So your intent was what exactly? To get them all together as one people, and then they would all be unified?
Yeah, and that like, yeah.
Okay, so I think what happens, I don't think they all just start like murdering each other, but I think
Like I would say some people leave. Or
no,
like
I think
people,
they go along with you, and you don't know that you failed until it's too late. So they seem to go along with you for now, but there are tensions under the surface, and something's going to happen very, very soon, but you're not aware of it. So you think everybody's on board?
So what? Do they all step forward then?
Yeah, no. So they all step forward. It looks like this is this big unity hug, right? Like everybody's like, okay, we're gonna work together, kind of thing, right? They all step into the arena basically, and it's this big thing, right? Like we're unified now. Yeah, they don't do a group hug, but like almost, everything up to that point, basically, right? Yeah, I mean, Cantarius, Caspian, Siegfried, how do you guys respond to this?
Hey, I gotta go pretty soon. So
Okay, yeah.
we wrap this up really quick.
All I know is I want my 3 fun dice from Caspian.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, what do you guys do? Does the scene just end there?
No.
Is there anything else pertinent to happen in that moment, or?
I mean, I'd
I don't
probably
know.
have something to say, but my baby's fussing, so I don't.
I mean, right? Do you just say something along the lines of like, "That was a great fight"? Like,
Yeah, I did say that when he actually
Right.
grabbed him. So, but if he walks off, I probably we'll just talk to him later.
mm-hmm.
So
I
So
mean,
what?
I mean, yeah, you guys would just want to call it there, I guess.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely more to happen, but like, it's not gonna fit in, even an hour more of time. So yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we cut on that point, but I think what we probably get is we see Ludwita's husband, Vicom, and he is in the crowd. Like, so everybody's like walking forward, like we're unified now, kind of a thing. But we see Vicom stand there, like glaring at Theo, and then he walks off sneaks off away to do something else.
Did he notice his wife sitting in the stands with a super sexy wizard?
I think he did. Yeah, I think he also saw that. Yeah. So he walks off, and then we get that ominous cut to credits. Cool. Awesome.
Like the Walking Dead, like.
Yeah, like it's super ominous music.
Have you ever seen like the endings to Walking Dead? They always do that dramatic music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So let's do beliefs and instincts then. Cantarius.
All right, let me go. Mind if I go first, actually?
Yeah, sure. Theo, what do you got?
Okay. Okay. Beliefs. Build my faith to transcend as a god. I did use faith.
You did use faith, so that's fate.
Stop Ayrees. I did do that.
You did it, so persona.
I didn't do the.
I mean, you were working on it, so you can take fate.
Okay, yeah. 2 fate, 1 persona. Instincts, trust, frustrate. She's only got just. That didn't get me into trouble.
Yeah, I'm looking at your stuff right now. I don't think anything really got you into trouble or complicated the story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool. All right. Well, you have a good night, my friend.
All right. Thank you.
Adios.
good one. Thanks for playing. Good job.
Fix this. Nice job, guys.
See ya.
So yeah.
Oh. Okay. Nope. Okay, now we're good.
All right, cool. So, Cantarius, see you.
Is that sorry?
I'm not meant to lead a people, but maybe a hunt. I will leave my people in Theo's hands and go after the demons, but first I need power.
You're working towards it, right? Like you had the whole leaving your people in Theo's hands and stuff. So
I will convince Caspian of his wrong before I leave. If I cannot, I will point another ruler to his fault.
to his
before
place
I leave.
is probably what you meant.
No, I will point another ruler to his
Oh,
fault
I see. Yeah.
before I leave my old life behind.
Okay.
I didn't do any of that
Didn't do any
yet.
of that. Yeah, this session.
Siegfried is a wild card, but regardless, I must trust him to obtain what I desire. I'll ask him to tell me how to kill the demons.
Also didn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the background for this one, but that's okay.
I mean, you literally did that on purpose. Like, it was like, Theo is in charge now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Caspian?
Does it count as a Deeds point yet? Because I went against my instincts to, if there's a problem, I will take the lead.
I think you got Mold Breaker this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you got a persona for that, but I don't think you've once you actually like set off to do it, that's the moment you'll get a persona.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Caspian.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't die. Gosh darn it.
You were working on it, so you can fate.
Yeah. And then I mean, I tried to get him an advantage.
Yeah, you can get fate towards that.
Okay, yeah. And then let's see, what was the last
And persona for that.
one? Yes. Thank you, Siegfried.
You finally did it. You did the thing.
Now I gotta figure out what my character wants to do. And the rest of it is far too much to do in the closing up sessions. So, yeah. All right. And that I didn't really get in trouble, so I don't think I get anything else. So just the 2 fate and a persona then.
All right, Siegfried.
I need to finish my work with Caspian, so I'll make him a golden god.
You did it. Persona point.
And they're done that. I feel begrudgingly indebted to Theo. I will be honest to him about who I am.
Haven't done it yet.
I was honest with him about everything he asked, but not. I feel like I'm working towards that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because you were telling him like I have to use the magic to kill it. Yeah, that makes sense.
I am indebted to Fereshte as well, and I will try to become her favorite.
That's persona.
And they've done that. And nothing really got me into trouble. Well, I mean, turning David into a golden god might get me into trouble later.
Yeah, you're fine. It's just gonna get you paid at some point.
Yeah.
Should I make those rolls?
Yeah, you can do that now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'll go through the other Artha stuff to see if we.
You remind me how to.
That's right. So, I mean, with resources, right? You can make you can try to make like cash die and fun dice to like So what you can do first is you can make some cash die to help you temporarily make the fun die.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip that step because it's just too much rolling, especially when I have all the forks and stuff.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try and roll for them.
Yeah. So you're just gonna make fun die.
That always that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I just can't get over it. I bite my tongue to not make a joke every single sinking time.
Okay, so what's the difficulty for fun dice?
Double the amount of the fun's dice plus 1. So the thing is, you're trying to give him three dice, so it'd be 7, op 7 to make those.
Okay, so I can't. Wait, what? Oh, so they stack?
Yeah, they stack. Yep.
What if he does them one at a time, though?
He can't do them at a time. You can do cash one at a time, or
can I give him 2 dice and then generate 2 more?
Wait, do you have 2 funds right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can wait. I'm confused.
Basically, can I give him the 2 funds so that it won't stack up and make it more?
Oh no. I'm sorry. So you already have 2 funds. You're just making 1 more. It's just 1 then.
Okay, I mean,
it's just to be up 3 to make that 1.
I would like to try and eat myself with a little bit. So
yeah, so it doesn't fund or it doesn't stack when you have other fun dice. It's just when you're making them. So if you want to make, do you want to make 2 fun dice so that you have 1 left over after you give him 3?
That would be 5 difficulty, right?
Yes, that'd be 5.
And I can use the funds dice towards it that I have. Oh, I don't know. That's and I can make linked tests too, right?
Yep.
Okay. Can I have charged admission to the fight?
I don't think so.
Okay. What should I roll for the next test?
You could do like accounting. You could do currency wise.
Can I do haggling? Is that a thing?
I didn't you already do that with Siegfried though? Like,
What?
did you guys ever haggle for the actual like price of?
I don't think we ever actually did anything about the price at all. He just said 3 randomly as his price. I was like, that sounds fair.
I mean, yeah, you could. I guess you could technically like haggle with him still if you wanted to try to get the price down.
Oh, I meant more like, could I haggle to get?
No, this would be directly haggling with Siegfried to get the
to generate the funds dice though.
Oh,
I'm trying to make a link test to funds.
no, you can't use haggling then. There's not really. It doesn't make any sense to use haggling.
Okay.
You're not actually trying to buy anything. You're just moving money around.
Okay, that's fair. Then that would probably be administration or accounting, which are the same.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I think accounting is probably the one. I think. Let's see for link test. I think it's gonna be. Ob 2, so Ob 3 to get another dice.
And then can I fork in administration?
Mm-hmm.
Currency wise.
Mm-hmm.
Can I fork in haggling? I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh, you said I'm just moving money around.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Board or merchant wise, I don't know. If...
Merchant wise makes sense, yeah.
Oh, okay. Persuasion.
No.
Okay. So that goes through. And the difficulty was 2. Sweet. Alright. So I get 1 more dice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that is resources. And then I have the 2 funds. I have that. And this is the difficulty's 5. Alright, this is going to be kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's a good thing you have gratiated.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can't believe that.
Nice.
Nice.
So now I have 4, right?
Yeah, you have 4. No, you have
In total, I mean.
you have 5 in total.
5 in total?
Or no, 4. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, you have 4.
I think 5,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, so you're gonna give him 3?
yes, 1 second. Okay. Yes, I'll put it back down to 1.
Yep. So you take 3 fun dice. Siegfried.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So did anyone get a fate point for humor this session?
Also, do you mind? I'll look up the rules on my own so I don't interrupt it. But do you mind if I try and generate some cash dice real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Just because I had that stash and I wanted to have some.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't think there's any like specifically funny moment this time.
Yeah, it's pretty serious, I think.
I don't think anyone have a right skill, right time specifically. Connor, I'm gonna give you 1 for a persona point for Moldbreaker.
Okay.
Because of your decision to leave or to step down. And I'm gonna give Theo embodiment for capturing the mood of the table perfectly and for the driving the story onward. And I think that's it. Cool, guys. I had a feeling it would end up this way. We're still not actually finished with it, but
Yeah.
it's all good. Theo literally had 1 persona left. That's hilarious.
Gosh, because he started with 6, and he has like 20 fate points.
He has 22. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I imagine that we'll have at least 1 more session, possibly 2. It really depends. But next time is going to be when all of the threads collapse on each other. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good stuff. Did you successfully generate your cash die?
That's all in that stash as well. All of the money on my sheet right now is in that stash.
Nice.
Since I originally had 2 funds in there. Now I don't.
You have a stash?
I have a stash.
When you get when you get to your stash to add your new funds, you find it all mysteriously gone, and a bunch of little holes
Right.
dotting the walls.
Is that true?
No.
Darn it! I spend a persona to add that into the world.
That's different game.
Dang it!
Spend a persona to say they all died from metal poisoning half a feet away from where they ate the metal.
Oh, they didn't eat it. They took it for their own use for later.
No, that's why I spent a persona point to say they didn't. They ate it.
Oh, speaking of which,
What's that?
that was just an inside joke.
Nothing at all.
Wait,
It
do I know
doesn't-
what
doesn't
went wrong with me yet?
Nope.
What went wrong with me?
You don't know.
You'll find out.
Well, I mean, there are 2 things wrong with you.
Yeah, there are 2 things wrong with you actually. One that Fresh Taste suggested, and one that Siegfried put in himself.
Oh, thanks.
All right, well there you go. That is Crow Inquisitors episode 34. Good stuff. We'll be back next week. Should be good. All right, adios.